Well, we all know that spending too much time in front of the computer can be unhealthy, but a new study has found a link between Facebook and anorexia in teenage girls. Parenting expert Michael Gross joins me now. Good morning to you, Michael.
Yeah, good morning, Lisa.
Now, can you take us through exactly what this report found?
Yeah, the study, it was an overseas study, found that girls between the age of 12 and 19, the more time they spend on Facebook, the more likely they are to experience eating disorders such as anorexia or bulimia. And the other side of that is that the more their parents were involved in their online life, the less risk there were. So it was an interesting study. It was a fairly small group, I must say, and it did look at a correlation rather than the causes. So definitely that correlation between time spent online and eating disorders was established.
Is Facebook any worse than any other of the media influences around on teens these days? You know, stars like Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan, pop videos, movies, advertising, or is this just one more of the things that could tip them over into being overly concerned about the way they look?
Yeah, that's a good point. The girls in this study suggested that Facebook was probably worse than the glamour magazines you're talking about. We're talking about young people at a very vulnerable age. They're trying to work out who they are, and body image issues are really strong. It seems like Facebook has a sort of double whammy effect. The simple notion of they're exposed to pictures, glamour pictures online through Facebook. And also there's that notion of commenting, and young people do take notice of what their friends say. So there's very much that reinforcement effect which perhaps can happen with Facebook.
You've put together some tips for us. Let's go through what parents can do. First up, familiarise yourself with Facebook. That is crucial. Nothing like real-life conversations that you should be having with your teen and understand their concerns. So how do you get inside that Facebook world if at the moment you're feeling very excluded from it, Michael?
Yeah, look, it's a hard one, but I think you can't put your head in the sand and you can't ban kids. That's certainly the case. So if you're not familiar with Facebook yourself, get online, get your own page, and start talking with the kids about it as well. But so that's the first step. It's not just about fears about anorexia, it's all sorts of risk-taking behaviours. So you need to really understand the whole medium itself rather than push it away. So if you feel uncomfortable with it, the first step is to become involved. And then you can start to talk with your kids about it as well. I found it really interesting, the fact that kids felt more empowered when their parents had an idea of what they were doing online. And that's almost a bit of a myth around which suggests that the kids really don't want their parents involved. In actual fact, there's very much a public and a private side, and that sort of public side says, don't be involved with me, and the private side says, yeah, in some ways, empower me, talk to me, know what I'm doing. And so I think that's really important. I thought that study did send up a very positive message for parents, which was actually to be involved. The more that parents are involved in their children's online world, and that means knowing what's happening, being familiar with the whole media itself, the less risks that young people were exposed to.
And one thing's for sure, Facebook is not going away. Michael Gross, good to talk to you. Thanks for that.
Thanks very much, Lisa.